Welcome, boys. How are we doing?
Good.
Good.
Really, really good. How you doing?
Very well. I
Uh,
mean, it's our first episode of our
yeah.
our new podcast. We're going to see, well, hopefully it takes off and we get a lot of success out of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're looking forward to sharing a lot of our own experiences and stories that we've had over our time working in this industry, as it's something that I think a lot of people can attest to. It's
Relate to as
or
well.
relate to. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it and a lot that comes out of it. We can
Yeah.
best assure you. Orton, give us a little introduction, mate.
Well, yeah. Hi, I'm Auden, and oh, happy to finally do this podcast, by the way. This is like
Yeah, long time
a
coming.
long time coming, but I reckon it's gone from like having chats just like after work to like, you know what? I think other people would love to hear this because it's entertaining. I think it's entertaining.
We have some stuff that we want to share,
Yeah.
so I think
Yeah.
it'll be fun anyway,
Yeah.
at a minimum.
Right. Well, we've all worked together at one point in time. And I think it's just, yeah, a combination of all the things we've learned and seen and witnessed. Um, yeah, we're just gonna yap about it because I think it's funny.
Well,
It's
most of the
funny.
time we sit there chatting at 2 in the morning after
Yeah,
we finish, and some of the stories we come up with and some of the things we hear from each other are quite humorous,
yeah,
and some of them are quite wild. So, and we know that you all experience that in your hospitality life. So we want
yeah,
to connect with everyone. We want to hear your stories. Hopefully, as this grows, we have people come in and chat about their stories, and we just have a laugh, and everyone can be like, "Yeah, that's what happens in my workplace too."
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, the goal here, we'll keep it pretty loose. No structure. I think those are the best conversations we have when we're with each other.
yeah,
We'll rip into it. We'll talk about a few things, and it will lead to another thing. So that's the best way of going about it.
Well, yeah, I've been in hospitality for about 10 years now. I've worked in the same place in hospitality, um, where I met these guys. I've done all kinds of different roles. I've done your baptism, birthday, first birthday to 101st birthday, your wedding, your christening, your I've had families grow up in front of me. And I've had some weird people come in. So that's sort of my background in hospitality. Hudson, what are you?
Yeah, I'm still pretty fresh to it all. I've had a few jobs throughout my time working in this industry, very different from one another, but a heap of stories come from it, and I think that's what makes it such an experience. Com
100%. Yeah,
Yeah, compared to a lot of other jobs, you just go to work, it's structured, but I think with this industry, um,
It's people.
you come away from it just with a different mindset at times because it's you see a lot of things, you learn a lot of things, and I think that's what makes it quite special and it creates quite a lot of fond memories. Sometimes fun, sometimes not so much, but yeah, it's an experience. I think each of us here have been, working within a certain place. We've been bartenders, we've been porters, we've worked in functions.
yeah.
So we've had a lot of experience through a lot of different roles throughout the hospitality
Management,
industry,
management? Question mark?
potentially
Is that
on the
it?
horizon.
Some
Management?
management
Yeah,
or managemental
yeah,
duties.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I think all our roles have been the same. Was like we've done a bit of bartending, food running, of course,
Hmm,
working in different functions, like Craig said, like. Um, and yeah, you just deal with a lot of weird people.
that's right.
A lot of weird people.
I think the thing is, it's a you get the best of both worlds. You get customers who are very interesting, but you also
Yeah,
get a lot of co-workers who also, they make it a great experience
correct.
that
Yeah.
it's unforgettable. But yeah,
Who wants to start with who wants to start
What are
with
you
a
thinking?
story?
We do kick off the story. I think Craig, you'll have the best
yeah,
stories.
let's get
But
off.
should we? Are we
Righto.
saving them for last?
What kind of story do you want first?
Or
Well,
Let's start easy and then
are we easing them into it? Or
easing them into it.
yeah,
Um, the first thing that comes to mind when I'm telling a story is talking about my night as a porter.
yeah,
So in my first night, oh, this is early on in my porter career, I've had a guest in the hotel who was rather famous, and as part of the night porter role, we had to make dinner for these people 24 hours a day. Our kitchen was open.
yeah,
So if you wanted something in the middle of the night, it would be my job to make food for you at this point of the night. So this guest, I don't know if I should share this story. I'm starting to think legal ramifications straight away. I know. This guest has ordered a couple of ham and cheese toasties up to his room at about 3 in the morning. So I have gone to the kitchen and under a little bit of sleepy eyes made a couple of ham and cheese toasties and
Yeah.
then gone to deliver them up to this person in their room. And to my surprise, I opened the door and there's a person whose face is very familiar to me. I've seen them around the place on TV and whatnot. And this person has a few guests in their room. And I'm not quite sure what this person's marital status is or anything like that. But these guests certainly
Exceeded that. They weren't.
there were a couple of guests that weren't on the guest log in that
Yeah.
room. And as part of our job, sometimes we're going to take note of how many people are in the room. So I've noted that, this
Yeah.
person's booked a room for one. There's actually about 3 people in this room.
Away.
Everyone's eating dinner. Everyone's having a very late dinner because they've had a big night on the sauce. And that was an interesting conversation before checkout the next day.
Yeah.
So, dear Mr. or whoever, guess what? We found out that you had 3 people in your room last night. Is that true? This person goes, no, I have not had. It's only just me staying in that room. There's no one else. Well, someone came up and said that we had these 3 toasties made for you. Were they all for you? I said, oh, yeah, they're all for me. There's no one else in my room. Okay, then no worries. Well, then, because then they incurs a charge in hospitality.
Yeah.
There's an extra charge per person in your room. These rooms have so much capacity based on fire hazards and other things. So, these are some of the stories that we encountered doing Porter, definitely, and I encountered back in the day. And as we go through the podcast, there'll be
Yeah.
some other stories that we come up with, but that's one that comes to mind of my very early days.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd say the role of porter, not many are very familiar with it, but each of us have been in that position before. You're expected to do a lot, but you see a lot.
Well, normally it's like just it's normally just helping out with guests.
It
That's like
is,
the
it
normal. That's
is.
the normal role.
A normal porter is just you bring the bags up to
Yeah,
the
they
room
bring
and
bags
bring
and
the
that's
bags
like
out.
room service, and then that's
it.
part of like we've
What we
all done.
do.
But I think ours was done like you help out a little more.
Yeah,
Than you
our role is definitely expanded upon.
Yeah, handyman is
handyman.
is one.
Janitor,
Yeah. Oh, we can go on the janitor stuff.
function setter,
Yeah.
bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah, the list does go on. And with that, you come across a lot more than most would see within the hotel.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, I I think it's funny, delivering room service. You people open the door and you notice some things in their room, or you notice who they are,
Some things.
what they've got on, or what they don't.
Yeah. There we go.
Here we go. What's happened on your porter? Let's make this episode about room service.
What do you seen in rooms?
What do you think
We
of
got
room
so
service?
many.
Okay,
What do you seen in rooms? All right, done.
we've got a theme. Bang.
Done.
All right, let's kick it off.
Story?
Yeah.
Okay, the majority of the time you go up, deliver room service, it's relatively straightforward. A lot of the experiences you take away from it, substandard. People are pretty nice. They sign the little docket. You go back downstairs and it's all smooth, and you don't have to worry about anything. In certain experiences, people do open the doors or tell you not to open the door.
Have you had someone tell you not to open the door?
Well, I've had to wait for a while, and then I've knocked and then
Oh,
opened it ajar.
Yeah.
Opened it ajar, and they're like, "Oh no, stay back out there. You're not coming in."
Oh,
You have to be very mindful. Well, I only opened it ajar.
Yeah.
What I heard,
Oh,
that tells a different story.
Even better.
What did we hear?
Maybe a bed was creaking. Maybe there was something else. Either way,
Oh god.
yeah, the amount of characters you do come across in these rooms, all people from different backgrounds, especially recently, a lot of cameras in the corner of these rooms when you're
Right.
taking food up. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I've been a part of it, and you walk in, you're part of the set, and I'm like,
Wait. What video? What video name would this be in? The old call.
Porter comes to the door. Porter comes to the door.
someone order a pizza,
Pizza delivery man comes to the door.
Let me just do a quick.
large pepperoni, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but you
no.
definitely see the tripod set, and it's not
No
not
way.
just a normal tripod.
Actual?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You walk in there, there's
I don't think I've actually seen one
The
of them.
little
tripod
camera
set.
set up,
No way.
two lovely ladies in there, and maybe a bloke,
Maybe both.
maybe a bloke in there too.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're delivering their food, their drinks. You don't ask to join, of course, but
No.
you're intrigued.
Yeah.
Have
Well,
you ever been offered to join? I've
that's
been
the real
invited
question.
into a room
I have,
before.
yes,
Yeah.
not to join in. I've been asked to strip.
Oh,
Well,
So
that's
that
that's joining in.
that's has to be joining.
That's joining in.
that's joining in.
That's joining in. What do you say?
Usually for older ladies, not the younger ones, but
Yeah, they are the
I
trickiest.
politely decline.
Yeah,
I tell them I might be back later. Don't maybe if things go right.
Was money offered?
that's a good way to get a tip.
Whoa.
Was money ever offered?
If I had have known, maybe I would have stuck around. Maybe I'll be back
Okay.
there.
You would've-
How much? How much though?
Yeah, what is your cutoff?
What is your price?
For how long?
Let's just say an hour. Let's say an hour. What's the price?
And we want to know from you
200?
there as well.
200?
200.
Okay, so for those listening, if you have $200 and have an hour spare, we have a certain someone that will strip for you.
That is true.
Your money doesn't go wasted. That's
All we need is a hotel.
a 360-degree
We'll
experience.
send him up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if we
absolutely.
talk about that on the podcast. Selling the service.
Wait, no.
We won't have to
Fully-
edit that.
We go into deep topics here.
Yeah.
have to edit that out. We're gonna have a few legal documents on our doorstep on day one.
We do go into deep topics here.
Yeah.
There's no boundaries.
So tripod. Oh my god. No.
Tripod in the corner. Yeah, you take the food in, put it on the table. Someone's lying on the bed. They've got clothes on still.
Yeah,
You
so
can notice.
you're just like not looking.
Yeah, the girls, quite often than not, they have lingerie on. They're
Yeah.
just draped with maybe a gown or.
Has this happened to you?
Um,
Like, this happened more than once. It's never been that lucky to open the
No.
door. With
maybe once or twice.
Jeez.
Yeah, usually they're in a gown or a nightie they got on over the top.
Okay.
But yeah, you just keep your wits about you.
Yeah. Has this ever been like you've gone to the room and then they've called you up and then this is the situation, or it's just like the first time you entered the room?
Well, first time you enter the room,
Oh.
for sure. I think the times you go back up there,
Yeah.
um,
Then it's like no.
there's a few more orders, cocktails and whatever
Yeah.
else, prosecco.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take a lot away from it, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Any similar experiences here?
Well, a lot. But not the tripod. The tripod is the first.
I know that.
Women lingerie. No. There's women have come to the door with just like a towel on.
Hmm.
And they would
I've
just
been invited
Yeah.
in where the partner's in the shower and the guy lets you in
yeah.
and he doesn't even care that the wife's in the shower.
Yeah.
She cares.
That,
when
that
you
happens
walk by,
quite often.
and
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
oh no, crap! Like, I
Yeah.
close the door.
Yeah.
But
He doesn't care.
he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, come in, put the food down, get out. You go
Yeah.
in. You know, maybe
Yeah.
have a look if you're game enough and walk out. But yeah, that happens often. That's a very common theme.
I've had like these ladies go upstairs and they were offering a like dinner and a show. So we keep bringing them room service, and then I'll knock on the door, and I'll just hear like, "Oh, coming!" And then you hear like these two people shuffling and going into like the bathroom, you say, and then the door closed,
Yep.
and the blinds put down,
Mhm.
and then you open it up, and you just hear like the one lady's voice or like two ladies' voice, but you could clearly hear four people in the room.
Mm.
But when you open the door, there's only two, so they're hiding out in the bathroom. And they put the food down with some drinks. And then when you go, I just stood there and you can hear the door open and then they start chatting again.
Mm.
So they were, and then I went down to tell someone and they were like, yeah, we know about the operation. It's a dinner and a show. It's like, oh.
Let me join it.
Oh,
No, I, again, respectfully would decline. But yeah, it was just, wow. So it happens.
It does happen.
It does happen.
It does happen. I mean, it's common that more
Yeah.
people are in a room than as Craig
Correct,
says. You
yeah.
know, you do have more that come in than are on the booking,
Correct.
but you know, certain
yeah.
people have a
Yeah. What about like, I've heard people have sex on like the hallway.
yeah,
I
that
think that's a
happens.
very common
That
thing.
happens. A lot of
Um,
moaning, a lot of squeaking.
I've had some
Yeah.
naked people locked out of their room. So I've had some
Okay.
naked
Yeah.
people called up. In the corridors of the place where we work, there are some phones on the hook
Yeah.
that call down straight to reception, and we've been called down to reception before to say, "Oh, I've locked out of my room."
Yeah.
Sure enough, you come up and there's a naked person sitting there that's been in a different room and tried to go back to their room, not realizing they have no
have a key
clothes
card.
and don't have a key card. So you
Yeah.
have to let the old naked person in who claims they just left their clothes in their room, which seems kind of silly to me that anyone would believe that you just walk down the hallway naked. Like, unless you're just that comfortable naked, you just walk around everywhere naked, which, I mean, that could be the case, but I suspect no. These are usually people that have
Yeah.
ended up in one room and tried to go back into their own, not realizing that
They've locked it up. Yeah.
they've locked it out. So
Yeah.
I've had a couple of them before, which is always confronting.
Yeah.
What
What do you do? You just don't look. It's like, oh,
You just
yeah.
don't look. If you have the opportunity to bring a towel up, you bring a towel up.
Yeah.
But you just try and go up as quickly as possible to give people some dignity back.
Yeah.
We're not about embarrassing people in this line of work,
I mean,
but
Of course
I
not.
mean, you're
Here we are sharing it now. But
Yeah.
embarrassed enough in,
Yeah.
in what you're doing. So that's happened. I've walked in on, well, I haven't walked in. I've opened a jar, slightly ajar, and seen. God, I don't even know what we can talk about. What's our rating on this podcast? It's gonna have to be like R or
That's fine.
something like
it's
that.
okay.
Yeah.
It's the best stories.
Then I walked in, and sure enough, there's a chair sitting in the middle of the room, and there's a guy just sitting back enjoying himself, and there's a girl on her knees.
Nice.
And I've
Nice.
so I've quickly shut the door. Quickly shut the door, briefly seeing that, and just knocked again and just
Yeah.
said, I'll just wait outside because there was no response at that point in time.
Yeah.
So I just wait outside briefly for a minute or two, and then they come to the door and
That's
up
all
the
it took.
door and
Just another minute.
take, well, or how it all
You
ended
definitely
up.
you have that, or there's the odd one where you hear some scurrying in the background as you take food up. Someone rushes and you can hear them get onto the sheets, and then
Yeah.
the person comes to the door.
Yeah,
And then you walk in, they're like holding it up
Yeah.
past their breasts,
Yeah.
trying to hide. The
No,
husband,
no.
they're sweating, they're sweaty.
Sweaty.
You notice, but you don't bring it up, obviously, out of respect. But no, that happens quite often, actually.
It
But
is.
but that's a normal occurrence, I'd say.
Walking in on someone getting head. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's I can't say I've done that. That's how I want to do that.
Regretful experience.
That's a whoop.
We
right?
always preach discretion in this
Yeah.
line of
Gonna get
work.
memory
Yeah.
wiped after that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was in
Yeah.
my real early
What do you do?
days.
Bleach your eyes.
Yeah.
What else have I found in the corridors of the room? I remember one time I was walking the corridors for an end of night check, and I hear some crying down the hallway, and I'm like, oh, what am I walking into
no.
now? Like, is this what's going on? And there's a woman on her back,
Oh.
and the two kids are around her, and they've all been drinking quite a lot. And I'm like, oh my God, someone's coming, thank God. And suddenly I've suddenly scurried a little bit because something's happening that
Yeah.
looks quite serious. And I've gone, oh yeah, manager, I need to call an ambulance and I need a manager up here right away. What's happened? Oh, we don't know. They've just fallen over and bumped their head. Okay, sure enough, we have to leave them there. We, do first aid
Yeah.
and attend to them, and the ambulance comes out, and away they go. When you see the security footage, this person is stumbling into the wall all the way down the hallway, left, right. They've had a big night on the sauce. They are really drunk, and they have just gone bang, and they have just dropped. There's nothing. They didn't walk into anything. They just fell and hit their head because they drank too much. And the kids also being inebriated, like over 18 kids
Yeah.
being inebriated, were unable to comprehend what was going on, and they were unable to render aid. So they would have quite happily just laid there and waited
Oh God.
until someone came and checked. But lucky we do our checks at the end of the night
Yeah.
just to make sure, and you never know what you're going to find at the end
Yeah.
of the corridor.
Hopefully not someone falling down, but
Well, hopefully not someone falling down.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
person was okay,
Yeah.
but that's one of several times that the ambulances, you have to sit there and wait for an ambulance, but that'll be for another podcast.
Yeah.
Where
Jeez.
they bring some other guests in that have had
Yeah.
to stand out in the pouring rain waiting for ambulances.
Yikes.
But yeah, in the corridors of the hotel, you see a bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's my experience. In
You guys find it awkward, walking down the corridor, but someone's coming the other way,
Yes.
and you've got to interact with them, but you
100%.
don't really know how to.
100%. All the time. It's
That's
just like,
small talk.
yeah, I just say good day or hello,
I
But
say
the
howdy.
yeah,
That's usually on like howdy.
Howdy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
yeah. A lot of times they just like they mumble it. It's like, "Oh, how you going?" And I don't hear it, and I just walk past. But it registers afterwards. I'm like, "Oh crap,
Shit.
crap."
That's something to talk about. Like
Yeah.
if the footy was just on, sometimes we'll talk about the footy, or
Yeah.
if the weather outside is shit,
Yeah,
someone will say, "Oh yeah, the weather was doing this." So there is
yeah.
general chit chat in the corridors, but that is an awkward conversation.
I would say it's harder in the elevator
Oh,
because
elevator.
if you're not walking past, you're stuck in this
Yeah,
enclosed environment. It takes at least a few seconds to get down to the next level, at least.
my go-to is like, "Oh, how's your day going? What have you been up to?" Because you hear from people, it's like, "Oh, I've flown in from this place and this
Yeah.
place. I've had a long flight, or I took a bus. The bus was long."
Yep.
And they're just like, so that's all right. If you're taking up food, then it's like, "Oh, that smells good."
Yeah,
That's all.
smells good is a classic.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you got to respond with the same thing. It's like, haha, yeah, I wish I could eat it.
That's
Yeah,
what I-
yeah. That's what.
That's generally the one. So I was like, yeah, I
Like-
wish I could have some.
Yeah,
Like,
like I'm jealous now. I wish I want to have some right now.
yeah, secretly, no, I don't secretly have some, but
No, no.
that would be good
No,
if
we don't have it.
could.
Yeah.
That would be good if we could. God, the amount of food we take up that we just smell and
Yeah.
it's amazing. And we're like, oh yeah, I could eat. I'm only
Right.
working for 5 hours and I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, small talk's a part of the job.
It is.
Yeah.
It can be draining. It
Yeah.
can drive you insane at times because
Yeah.
you're repeating the same thing
It's
over and
like
over throughout the
some
same
people
shift.
hate it,
You get some lovely people, but
so, Yeah.
Yeah, we don't hate the people we
No.
work for or the customers we work with.
No.
Like we'll be sharing some horror stories definitely.
Yeah.
And we know that everyone's gonna have horror stories that they want to share with us.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
please do. Send in your stories as well. We want to share these as well.
When we get all our socials up and running, I think we got like a Patreon as well, so we'll try and get it up and running so we can interact with people, whoever wants to interact.
Yeah,
All-
we'll share your stories on here.
All
Absolutely.
0 few people listening right now.
Yeah.
Actually.
Don't mention
Um,
your name, don't mention where you work.
There you go.
Stay anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy with that.
But back on the what do you find in the rooms? One of the weirdest things that I've seen in a room is a bird,
A bird.
a hairless or featherless bird.
Oh,
So apparently there was a noise complaint coming from the room next to it. They heard chirping noise in the room. So I think first the manager goes up, and I go up as well, and yeah, there's this featherless bird just in a box. It's like I don't know if it was an
That
exotic
sounds
bird.
illegal.
I don't know if it was an exotic bird or
That sounds very
anything, but
illegal.
yeah, but then they went up in the room, so they have to call them up, and yeah, they were just like either you guys leave or the bird has to go. I'm not sure what happened in the end, but I think they left. I think they
they
left,
weren't willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
the bird. Yeah, okay.
or they took the bird to like the car, and just do whatever they want
Well,
with
that's
it.
it. You can get an Airbnb that allows you to have pets most of the time
Correct.
these
But
days.
yeah.
You don't need to stay in a hotel.
But that was
So
definitely illegal.
was it in a bird cage?
No,
Oh, it's just on the loose.
you could, like imagine like a plastic box with like hay at the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did they find this bird in the wild and they were like rescued it?
I don't know, but
Strange.
it just looks like it doesn't look like a regular bird. It looks like an exotic.
An exotic bird.
Yeah, like
Oh,
There you go, folks.
I'm not good with my
That's
birds,
a new
but,
one.
But yeah, seen that.
So you can't describe it. It's just featherless.
Yeah, featherless, red looking.
Like a cat. Oh,
Yeah,
there's cats without hair.
yeah,
Mm,
but
It'd look gross.
yeah, it did look.
that is strange.
It's-
I can't say I've come across something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
What else has been there?
God, what are the weird stuff have I found in a room?
you definitely do come
Yeah.
across your fair share of prostitutes, that's for sure. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sitting there scrolling the legal ramifications of everything.
sorry to put out the blatant obvious, but
Yeah.
it's true.
yeah.
People come to hotels, they stay in their rooms.
Yeah.
They bring in new people most hours. And from our experiences as porter, we've noticed that firsthand, bringing drinks up to the rooms, and you go 1 hour and come back another, and she's got somebody else in the room, or it could be the other way around. So
Yeah.
there's no, I'm
But
not
no,
saying
it's
this.
just, we love it and we hate it.
Yeah,
It's good stories. You always have something to talk about.
absolutely. You sit in the bar after a big shift, and you
Yeah.
have a few chuckles, and
Yeah.
those are the best times. And
Over a few pints as well.
absolutely. And I think over our podcasting journey, we'll bring on some guest speakers who we've worked with in the past and
Yeah.
have them come in and tell
they
their own
wanna.
stories as well.
If they want to come on.
Absolutely. Well, no, we're not forcing anybody,
Yeah.
but I think everybody has their own stories to share, and especially some of people we know they've been in the industry for so long and they've seen a lot as well. So a lot of what they've would have experienced would be great content. I
I
would
think
say.
there'll be so many stories.
We have some ideas going forward. Like, there's plenty of stories left
Yeah.
on table 43
Yeah.
that we haven't shared tonight.
I think it's about just reminiscing.
Yeah.
A lot of the time
We'll
it
never
just
run out of stories, I think.
I don't think we will, and I
Yeah.
mean, we have guests, and part of what we want to do is have a look at some stories that are going on in hospitality around the world and some crazy
Yeah.
things that we've read online. We want to hear your stories.
Mm.
We'll have some guests in to try and share some stories. We'll try and theme some episodes.
Yeah, I reckon.
So we want to talk about, I know we want to do like a haunted episode. So we want to talk about some ghost stories that we've seen. So if anyone has
Sorry,
ghost
mate.
ghost stories, just send them in. Please do.
we would love that also, because that'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in ghosts, and I can't wait to do that episode.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah.
God, should we wrap up our first episode there?
Oh, how long have we gone for?
26 minutes.
We can go longer.
We can go longer. What do you want to delve into now?
We can, yeah.
Let's talk about a few functions we've experienced over.
Well, we're going to functions. I've still got more
Alrighty.
Porter stories.
Oh,
Let's go Porter. Let's go Porter.
Go Porter.
We'll cut it out.
Functions for a whole another kettle. Okay.
Yeah.
In at my Porter, I get called down to reception, and they say, "Porter, can you come down?"
Reception to
the
Porter.
Full reception to Porter, which is a
Yeah.
common call we get.
Yeah.
You'll hear that 15, 20 times a night.
Give you a migraine.
For having a long night. And we get called down. Can you go to the pool room? There's a guest in there. We need you to get him out of the pool.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I go to the pool room. There's a naked man in the pool. He has a bottle of Jack Daniels in his
Oh
hands.
my
The
god.
sauna's on. The pool
Yeah.
is like, it's sweating. It is,
Yeah.
it's 100 degrees. I'm like, you need to get out of the pool.
Yeah.
Let's call this person Philip.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, out of the pool you get. I've seen him before. We checked him in earlier. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just swimming. So he's butt naked in the pool. He comes
Yeah.
out, gives me his Jim Beam. There's Jack Daniels so he can get out.
Yeah.
No worries. Here's your towel, sir. Put your towel on.
Yeah.
Back up to your room we go. Then I have to escort him back up to his room because
Yeah.
our pool is closed and he needs to go back to his room.
Yeah.
So I've escorted Phil back up to his room. And we go to his room. He says, "Oh, do you want to come in and have a drink?" I don't really want to come in and have a drink, but he's like, "Oh," and he starts chatting to me in the doorway. And they go, "Oh, look at what I've brought up." He's got one of those, I don't know, they're like red, black, and white, these big grandma duffel bags you throw clothes in, like
Yeah.
plastic ones or whatever. He's like, "Oh, look at all this stuff." So he starts pulling out all these bottles of alcohol. He's got
big.
Johnny, he's got Jim, he's
Yeah.
got cash on the table. He's there for
Yeah.
a big weekend. Like
Yeah.
he's lined it up. He's there to have a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
So sure enough, he's showing me all these things. Next minute, he starts pulling out the sex toys.
Oh.
Regular size sex toys. They were coming out. I got this one. Then he pulls out the most ginormous dildo I've seen in my life. It would have been as thick as, I don't even know how, like, far out, as thick as a bottle of vodka
Oh.
and as long as a bottle of vodka. It is this white dildo. He's like, "Look at the size of this one." And I was
A
like, "Okay."
white one cannot be good.
And I was like,
white
"Man,
one
I
cannot
have
be good."
no idea what you've got planned." But
I hope you weren't expected to kind of
I don't know.
be engaged in those activities.
No, he offered. He said, "Oh, do you want to come in for a drink? I got some people coming back." And then he started pulling out all his toys. He said, "No, I'm not coming in for a drink,
No.
and no, I'm definitely not hanging around in this room
No.
because that sounds like a good time for someone else. That is not me."
Yeah.
But old mate Phil was a chance encounter in the pool area.
Yeah.
Just telling him to go back to his room into learning about his whole life story.
Yeah.
And he was there the whole weekend. He paid with cash all weekend.
Big white dildo.
God knows what that big white dildo got up to on the weekend, but that was one of the more confronting stories that I've
Is it weird that I'm focusing on the color of it? Why would you pick white?
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm not super familiar with the dildo range out there.
Why white?
Um,
Why?
I
Why?
have no idea if that's the only colour that they could make all the bloody
God,
whatever it's made out.
it's just not gonna be helpful in any
I
situation.
don't think it was going to be a good time at all. The circumference of that thing
it
was
goes against
massive.
normal stereotypes.
No,
Well, we're not mentioning that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
does go against.
No, I'm thinking about the mess it's gonna make if you have a white shirt and you eat something messy.
Oh, I just think the whole.
I'm not
What?
thinking about that. I'm not thinking about that.
The years following that story, that the mess it's going to make.
I'm not going into that much detail. I'll tell you that.
I felt sorry for the person that was going to have to use that thing.
Oh no.
Like, but that was his. So that's all he brought up to the room was like a small bag of clothes, and the rest was all alcohol and sex toys. So
Hell yeah.
he was spending his cash on a good time,
Yeah.
and that was the last time I ever saw Phil, and he was a strange looking bloke.
You reckon he would get blacklisted?
I thought once I've passed on his information that he's probably getting blacklisted from
Yeah.
there. I was like, this guy's a little strange. I've seen his pool incident. God knows what else happened that weekend. Yeah, Phil was out and we never saw him again. So that was one of the more wild stories and more
Why guy Phil?
confronting, more
Oh,
confronting things that I saw on my room walks.
I know I've had a couple of mates have seen sex toys on a wall or in a
Ooh.
bathtub,
Okay.
just like stuck to the side.
Yeah.
So they were not using it at the time.
What,
But
at the
yeah,
hotel?
so it'd just be like it was be stuck to the side of like a spa.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
I'm like, well,
speaking of spas.
oh my god,
Oh, no.
spas. The things
When
that
you
would
get called up as a porter and they say, "Oh, the spa's not working," or "the spa color of the water is wrong," or
nah,
"You need to empty the spa,"
nah,
so you have to stick your hand in the spa water
yeah,
to pull the plug out. And I tell you what,
No.
you cannot wash your arm enough.
no,
Thank God for COVID.
no,
I
and
think the
the
same-
of
yeah,
antibacterial stuff.
That
There
is
wasn't
true.
that back in the day. It was just a bit of soap and water.
You double up on gloves.
I'd triple up sometimes. I just
Triple up.
would,
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
no
We have to, well, part of the job as porter,
yeah,
unclogging drains.
Oh.
One of the most nasty things we have to sometimes do when a guest comes to us and the water's not flowing correctly, going through the drain.
luckily never had to do that.
Well, you're one of the
Never.
lucky ones.
Never had to do
I've
It's
been
crazy.
I've been asked to do that numerous occasions.
Oh gosh.
Big strands of hair
Uh,
covered in goo, if you want to call it that.
was it white?
I don't want to talk about that. It's changed over time. It was aged. It was aged.
Age.
Disgusting though, and
It oxidized.
yeah, you bleach everything in your body after that. You don't want to go back there. But yeah, that's probably one of the more disgusting things I have to do when you go up to a room is
Yeah.
unclogging the drains with thick
I
hair.
don't think I've ever. I'd say no
Disgusting
to those
liquids.
things. I say no.
Well, when the shower's not draining, you just kind of have to.
I
You
say
have
I'd
to
move into another room.
Yeah.
Just get the problem out the way.
Another room.
I just sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
No, it's not. There's people that are paid to come and clean that stuff the next day.
True.
Yeah.
That is something that I would say no to. I have a few things that I'd say no to.
Well, cleaning bathrooms, I think, is part of our gig. Throughout the night, you come across some messy customers.
Yeah.
And the toilets do get
Yeah.
pretty.
We'll stick out a
Nasty.
water sign on it.
Yeah.
And I've
Leave it
done
to the
that.
next day.
I've had managers
go
be
for
like,
that.
"Oh, can you clean it?" I said no.
I'll put
It's
it out
like,
of water
well, someone has to clean. I'm like, well, I'm not paid to do that. I've put the cubicle door, closed it, locked it from the
sign. Yeah,
outside,
climb over.
and then I've taped it up, and I put an out of order sign saying, "Do not go in there because it's so bad." So
I think the biggest question is when you walk into some of these cubicles, you question how one human is even capable of
definitely,
doing what they did.
oh, definitely,
It's up on walls, but it's at an angle where
whoa,
it's not possible unless
No.
you're sticking your ass on the wall. You're not.
yeah. We've had like old people. They've gone there because they're old. Like bless them.
They've got to go into the disabled toilets.
Not only that, because they're old, they don't realize what they're doing, so they think they're cleaning, but they're
Ah.
actually smearing.
Uh,
Yeah, so like that's what like the walls have been smeared, so they think they're cleaning themselves, but they're actually being like
well,
smeared
that's
everywhere.
that's a bit of an issue.
So
With no disrespect either.
yeah,
We want to
but
be
and
like
that's the
that.
thing, and like it's understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then on the other hand, I've walked into a toilet that I've had to clean up, and so you know how a toilet is. It's now at the bottom, and then like it kind of gets
Mhm.
thick towards the top,
Yes.
like a bowl, like a cup, basically. Some guy or gal, I don't know who has done this, has launched a shit,
Oh,
and it has missed the bowl, it's missed the seating, and it's gone down to the base
You're
of the
kidding.
toilet. How you can't even aim that way?
so clearly this person wasn't on the toilet.
So that they would have just on the floor.
That would have been on the floor.
But then they've just gotten up and walked out.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Drunk shits.
Yeah.
Drunk shits.
It's
They
like, how? Oh, I don't even know. I looked at it. I'm just like, I'm not touching that.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
No.
I think us as porters, we
No.
get asked a lot. We
Yeah.
get asked to do a lot, and there's probably a limit we have to
Correct.
often stop at. And
I think it's like any other job. It's like if it's outside your scope,
yeah,
any job. Like if you asked to do something in the office that's outside your scope, like no.
I mean, with a part of our job is also, we've been asked to do a lot of maintenance work as well.
So,
A lot of us aren't, gurus when it comes to a lot of
no.
technical, electrical,
Yeah.
handyman sort of stuff. We still do it. We do it to the best of our ability, but we're asked a lot more of us, of our skills. Sorry, than what we really have in our skill set.
Yeah. You've been an electrician before. You've been a plumber before.
Yeah,
You've been.
call me Johnny Sins. I've got every job under
Just
the
got to
book.
shave the head, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But no, we get asked to do quite a lot more, and we take it. We try our best. But again, there are often times, especially when it comes to cleaning toilets,
keyword is try.
that's what
Keyword is
it's
try.
above my pay grade, to be honest. And
No, I don't like. It's just like unclogging urinals. I've done that.
that's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
And people, I've come across urinals where people chuck up in them, and
Oh.
it's your job. You've got to grab the spray and try and clean it up as best as you can.
Understand. You know what I do?
You've got to wash it down. You grab a bucket of water, try and wash it off. Okay, well, Orton just leaves it. Orton leaves it.
Not even. What I've done before is like it's been overflowing because someone's clogged it. I've taken a bin bag and I just put it over the whole thing and I've taped it to the wall.
Out of order.
Out of order.
So you do the Grandpa Simpson. You walk in, do the little spin, and then come
Yeah.
back out, put the hat
Yeah.
on.
Just like out of order. It's like no, I can't. I think that's just me.
And
Like,
I
I can't touch like all this like shit.
either way, you know it's a bad call when you get a radio call
Yeah.
and whoever's managing asks you, "Hey, can you come to this toilet block?"
Yeah.
It's never good news.
No.
It's never good news. Craig, can you give us a bit of an insight into?
We're at toilet stories now.
Toilets. I was letting you guys just unload some stories, but I have
I like the wordplay. I love the wordplay.
I have a good story for
Yeah.
you. So it is about 2 in the morning, and I'm a porter again at night. This is in my early days. Most of the stuff happens in my early days. It's a bit different nowadays.
Tidy it up a bit.
Discretion's a bit.
I think when you become
more
seasoned, nothing really.
You block everything out.
Yeah, you
Well,
block.
maybe it is. Maybe it is. So I've been called down. Can you come down and meet me at the toilet blocks? We have a couple of different toilet blocks in where we work, and all right. So the manager's down there, and we've locked the doors. And on the other side of the doors, you got access to the lift. So guests have access to the other side of the doors, and they're sitting on the other side of the door, and these women are laughing. I'm like, what is going on here? Why have I been called here? Boss has come around the corner. He's got some gloves. He's got a bucket. He's got a mop.
Oh no.
And he's got a shovel.
Oh no! A shovel.
And at this point, they are hacking themselves laughing on the other side of the door. I'm like, oh no. He's like, we're going into the girls' toilets. Apparently, there's something on the floor. We need to clean it up. And I was like, the cleaners are here in 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
let's just leave it. Like, there's no one else here. No, we can't leave it for them. We have to do it. And this is never again will I ever. Since that,
No.
never again will I ever say yes to a request like that. So I was like, okay, young and at the time, young go-getter. I was like, all right. Like, he's like, what do you want to do? The mop or the shovel? I was like, oh, I'll do the shovel.
How much was there?
So in the middle of the bathrooms on the girls' side, there is what looks to be a cow pat.
Oh
The
no.
toilets.
No.
We gloves on and you put your t-shirt up over your nose, so you try and breathe in and as less as possible, and
That's just
one person's shoveling and the other person is mopping. And I tell you what, you can't mop at all. It just
No.
mops it in a circle. It just
Yeah.
spreads it around.
It's just smearing it.
Yeah.
It's
You're not
just
going
smearing it.
anywhere.
And I was like, oh, that's it. So that goes in the bin, and
And then the bin goes in the bin, and then
that's it.
You burn it.
You just burn it.
And you burn it, and we never talk about that again. But that was the grossest thing I ever did, and after that, I never said yes to any of those calls again.
Yuck.
I was like, ugh.
Like
So,
I wouldn't. I would be like, sorry, I
no, that
can't.
haunted me for a long
I
time.
cannot.
That is for sure. And never
Yeah.
again will I say yes to that. That's
Yeah.
my poo horror story.
I think it's just me. I'd just be like, no,
I think everyone's had it.
sorry.
You know,
It's like I can't.
no,
It's hospitality,
Yeah.
though. That's what we do. It's
That's
like
true, but
not what we want to do, but
no.
in our line of
Yeah.
work, you're dealing with people
You just experience it.
there's
every
a, there's
day.
a limit though, isn't there? Just,
There's a limit to what you can take and what you can stomach. As I say now, I
Literally.
would just turn around and say no.
yeah.
Whereas at the time, I was like, yeah, I'll impress. I'll do the right thing. And,
Yeah.
Or still gives me chills to this day.
Oh yeah, big time.
So, at the end of the night, when you have to go and make sure everyone's left the hotel, you have to go check the bathrooms. You always dread what you're going
Seeing
to find,
something in the
what you're
middle
going
of
to
the
find
floor.
in men's and women's. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mind you, the staff toilets were also
Oh,
a bit
some
nasty.
so horrendous.
They are.
Yeah. You don't want to go after a certain couple of people.
But
Be like,
No, we don't want to name
No.
names,
No,
but
but-
the staff toilets are never well kept.
No,
There's just
no.
staff just the
let's just say
yeah.
there's a toilet bowl, and some people don't know how to use a toilet bowl.
No, they don't. No, that's why we try and find the cleanest toilet in the hotel.
Yes,
we do
Yeah.
try and find the cleanest
Yeah.
toilet that
Yes.
staff are allowed to use.
Yeah,
it's secretive.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, what did you say? Too much? Edit that out.
That is all.
I'm putting that on the podcast. That's incriminating.
Yeah.
Some of us still work there. How dare you?
Like, just don't mention it.
Yeah, oh, far out. Yeah, we're going
Alright.
to move past that really quickly.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I've had issues before. People staying in house.
Yeah.
This isn't poo stories.
All right.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, we're moving on. Tripping the power. That's been
That's very common.
a common
That's very common from
occurrence.
upstairs. Yeah. They plug too many things into a port or something, and
When I've had times I've gone
Yeah.
into a room, they've used every socket,
correct.
but with that socket they've plugged in power boards
Yes.
within a power board.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've had like probably 16
Yeah.
outlets, and they're like they can't comprehend the idea of the power tripping.
Yeah, they got a dehumidifier and a laptop charging, and they're charging the camera at the same
Yep.
time. But also their Apple Watch. But also they want the kettle going at the same time. Plus
Absolutely.
they want the lights on, and then the room just decides to cack itself.
It does.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not only their room, it's
Everyone.
room.
Every room goes.
Yeah, 'cause it's all connected.
That's been an issue before.
Yeah.
I think we've had issues not just with the fuses going from tripping of power, but we've had roofs caving in
Oh, yeah?
from water.
Yes.
That's been an issue I've
a rainy day?
experienced. Oh yeah,
On a rainy
the
day.
rainy days they can.
Adelaide does get a lot of water.
We do.
Not at all. We get like the driest state in the driest continent.
But
in the world.
when it rains, it rains. Like,
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Like it happens. Like holes in roofs. Like
I think
we
it's-
aren't built for
I think
that.
it's just more.
It's the shock factor.
Yeah.
You walk into a room and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, what's the issue? And then
Yeah.
the whole roof is just caved in,
Yeah.
mess everywhere, everything is
Like, what?
drenched,
Can you clean that up?
and you're trying to question why the power's not working.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
but
tell you why.
The power's not working after there's a hole in the roof.
Yeah. Someone was angry because they couldn't have a hot shower, which is fair enough. And I'm just like, yeah, we've got a bit of an issue here.
Yeah.
We're trying to fix it as quick as we can. Look, I understand if you're a guest, you want the best experience there, but sometimes problems do happen
Yeah.
out of our
I
control.
think the hardest part of the job is that you have to try and convince the customer that
That they're not
we're
done.
doing our best to fix your problem, and all they want is
the solution.
the solution, and they want a new room, and we don't have any new rooms
Yeah.
that night, for example, and it's a fully booked Saturday night. You can't have a new room. That hole in the roof is now part of your makeup. You have to
Correct.
learn to live with it.
It's so hard to be like, to tell someone like, you're dumb. But you work around it and be like, or when you're answering their dumb questions, just like, oh yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but
Mm.
this is how it actually works.
It does get agitating.
It
I will
does,
mention
yeah.
that. It's annoying, but
Yeah.
it's again, it's part of the job. You have to
Yeah, working in
Yeah.
hospitality, for what I've taken away from it, and I try not to do this all the time.
don't take it home with you.
Don't take it home with you, first of all.
Unless
Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah, unless it's funny, then you can yap about it.
hmm
But also, you kind of have to assume the worst of people. That's what I've
Yeah.
found.
Bit like driving.
Yeah, like you have to assume the worst because you just don't know what you're gonna get. But some people surprisingly really nice.
Mm.
But then sometimes when they are the worst, then you're just like, oh, yeah, I assume that already.
Absolutely.
But yeah, some people just I don't know what goes through their mind when they think about some
No.
things and what they expect and
Mm.
yeah, again, we can go on and on and on, but like just like in terms of what happens in the room, yeah, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is not working. Yeah. Or like being called up to a room, it's like, oh, my TV's not working. Well, it's not switched on, or someone's taking batteries out. Just like,
Or there's
yeah,
in certain hotels you have key cards that require you to
yeah,
put them in the slot
yeah.
for the power
If
in the route to
power
work.
to the room is not actually given to the room because you haven't done the right thing, then yeah. It's like, oh, my light's not working. Yeah, because you got to put this in the slot.
Or I've had times when I've gone up, TV's not working. They're lying on the bed
Yeah.
and they're trying to point the remote to the TV,
Oh my god.
but the sensor can't actually
Yeah.
catch it, so
Yeah.
they're too low. They
Classic.
can't actually get it above where the sensor is, and I'm just like, you
Yeah.
actually have to come a bit closer, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been called up.
First world problems.
Literally. So I've been called up and it's like, oh, how do you like I can't get my Foxtel channels. And they actually haven't gone through and changed the channels.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, this should be Foxtel. But no, we like where I worked at that time was just they have like a screen which shows like all ads and stuff for
No, it's
the
not.
place.
Mm.
And then you
They're
switch
not
it over.
smart TVs.
No. No. But yeah.
Which technology's changed.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's just people. It's all part and parcel working in hospitality. Just deal with
Oh yeah.
these
That's what
people.
happens
They're
on the
crazy.
floors.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're talking about tonight. What happens on the floors of the
Yeah.
hotel? What
Yeah.
we see, what we experience every day. What do you experience?
Yeah.
Like, we'd love to hear some
There'll be
stuff that's in your hotel.
infinite
Like, we don't have that
Oh,
many
yeah.
rooms and that many floors, but there are some hotels with a lot more floors and a lot more rooms
Yeah.
to see and hear things and a lot
Correct.
different clientele. So
Yeah.
no, we'd all love to hear them.
Yeah. Well, what else have we seen? We've seen furniture being thrown out of rooms. That's been an occurrence.
I don't think I've heard of that.
No?
No.
Craig, have you heard of this?
Of furniture thrown out of a room. I have heard a story recently about it. I didn't want to experience, but I did hear that someone had taken the furniture out of the room. I've seen furniture moved. I've seen the furniture on the balcony.
Yeah.
People have put some more comfortable chairs out on the balcony. I don't know how they got them out there.
Hmm.
It's not a very big balcony, but I've certainly seen furniture outside the room that shouldn't be outside the room. The room's rearranged.
Yeah. That's weird. Like moving couches.
Yeah, you always
Yeah.
love it when you go up to a room and you smell weed, or when you just
No.
outside in the corridor and you
Yeah.
walk into the room and the
That's
TV's down on the table and the PlayStation's plugged in
Yeah.
and everyone's sitting around the PlayStation in
Yeah.
the middle of the room. They've rearranged the whole room just to play PlayStation. But
Yeah. That's when you join in though.
look,
That's the good time.
well, that'd be a good time at
They're
that point.
FIFA, yeah.
They're always very welcoming.
That's when you join.
But no, I wish there was enough time to stay and play PlayStation.
I guess you guys have had the classic, they take a shower cap and they put it over the smoke.
Yeah, that's happened before. Or
Yeah.
a bit of sticky tape, whatever it might be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you covered the sensor. The one I was talking about is after a function or something, someone was intoxicated, so they got sent up to their room, and they decided to destroy the room, which it also included chucking out furniture. And then from one of our windows, one of my co-workers notices a bed, and
Well, that's
I'm
why.
just like, oh, okay. And then he was like, I think that looks like one of our beds. And then apparently this guy's chucked out the mattress.
Takes a lot of strength.
Yeah, so this guy was definitely on, yeah. So the mattress had been chucked out. And yeah.
There we go.
How do you
There
get it through
go.
how do you get it through
Yeah,
the balcony door,
That
first of all?
small door.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And why?
And the bed frame itself was broken.
And why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just decided to
You definitely do have people who come in. get intoxicated and they do destroy things. They
Yes.
don't really have much control of what they do.
No.
Uh,
I've seen a lot of
question a lot of them.
pissing in pot plants as well.
That's common.
Yeah,
Yep.
very common. I think majority of the plants get watered by
Oh, that's a good story for another time. I'm gonna write that one down.
minerals. Yeah.
You just
Yeah, write it down.
Sunday
All right.
pot plant.
All right. We're
So if we
we're giving you some previews.
Oh yeah.
We're giving you previews.
Stick around because
Yeah.
we're only getting started. If you've enjoyed this episode,
Yeah.
please stay with us. We're only just beginning. It might have been a bit rough, but
Yeah.
we're working towards something. We want to
Check
build
it
a
out,
nice little
guys.
community.
I like this though. Like it's a bit like formal. It's just like I don't like
But-
events like very rigid. I think the formal. Not
Absolutely.
very like casual.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a bit of fun. But yeah, as we've mentioned, listeners, guys, please do send in your stories.
Yeah.
We, as Orton's mentioned, we do plan on sharing our socials, and
Yeah.
we want to hear from you guys because we want to get a bit more perspective on this entire industry and what people have experienced outside of what we have.
yeah.
I think it's just so much people can tell. I mean, we'll bring on guests who want to be a part of the show, and they'll come with their stories, and it'll be very different to what we know. But
Yeah.
all in all, we'll be here. And
Yeah, we look
We'll
forward
be here.
to doing
be
the
here.
next one. We'll see if
So-
it's the
I reckon we'll do so. Of course, where should we? We'll upload this to what? We'll do Spotify.
yeah, we'll upload it to
Spotify,
major things.
yeah.
And see, give a few people
Spotify,
a listen.
iTunes,
and
yeah.
See if a few people want to
Yeah.
have a listen that we know.
On the Patreon,
see
of
what
course.
they think,
Yeah.
and then
Uh,
I guess go from there.
Yeah.
See if we run into any problems and
Yeah. So Patreon is table 43 podcast. Oh, we should actually just talk about. Do you want to talk about the name?
yeah,
Go,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creation of the name, trying to create something new that hasn't been used before,
Yeah.
challenging.
Yeah.
We wanted to create something bit unique,
Yeah.
that aligned with the idea of hospitality, restaurants, hotels, whatever you want to say. Table 43 came to us. We were sitting at the pub trying to create some names, a few bellies full of beer.
Yeah.
That's
the
when
fun
that's
stuff.
when you do your best thinking. I will say that.
Yeah.
Table 43.
Should we start drinking and doing the podcast?
Table that'll make
once we get a drink sponsor. then
Drink sponsor.
yeah,
All right.
and-
If anyone wants to sponsor us,
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Please do. We'll
Table-
drink anything at this point.
The best thing about
We've drank a lot of crazy stuff. That reminds me of another story. I'm gonna
Okay.
put down now.
All right.
Table
More free
43.
beers, yeah.
Let's
Yeah. Go on, Hunter.
we sat there
Yeah.
a couple of hours trying to
Yeah.
figure out a good name.
It was
Came
a
up-
long time. That was a long time.
It took us a long time. Came up with a few good ideas and then realized that we couldn't use those because they've been used before.
Yeah.
Decided, okay, there's three of us. We're doing a podcast. We'll likely be sitting around a table.
Yeah.
Table for three.
Table for
Table for three.
Yeah.
Table
That's
43.
good. We should use that.
Yeah.
Table 43.
Yeah.
There could be something to that.
It's like a play on when you go to a restaurant or a hotel and ask for a table for 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, can I have a table for 3? But it's then you also have table 43 as like a number itself. And yeah, so I think that's what the aim is basically. It's a combination of everything.
And what we want
Yeah.
you to do is when you're out somewhere or when you're at work, you see table 43, send us a photo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Table
Oh, that would be
43.
awesome. That would
We
be
Great.
want to see all
Yeah.
the table 43s in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Table 43 is our table.
Yeah. Adelaide, Australia, everywhere. Just like,
Anyone who's
Yeah.
listening, send us
That'd be awesome.
through on our social medias, which are to be determined.
yeah.
I don't even know if we have one up yet, but
Yeah.
We're talking a lot of talk.
We have an Instagram, I think. Wait.
oh look, here we go. Send us
Yeah.
it on Instagram.
Absolutely.
No.
Please do. Our DMs are open.
Yeah. Wait. What?
On table 43.
Right.
Yes, on table 43.
Personal
Your
DMs?
DMs
Are you personal DMs open?
DMs on
Not right now. Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. So I think our Instagram is called. It's gonna be weird. T43pod. Everything lowercase, no spaces. So T43pod.
Again, this is difficult.
Yeah, it's very-
That took a long time to
Yeah.
arrange an Instagram as
We've
well.
got table 43 podcast
Yeah.
Instagram account.
Yeah.
It's led to nothing, but
Yeah.
we can't obviously have that.
No.
Uh,
So T43 pod on Instagram. Patreon is literally table 43 podcast, spacings and capital letters. Number 43, of course. But yeah, we'll put it all on our Patreon. Yeah, please come give us a follow and join us on Patreon. It's free at the moment, so get in while it's free. if it does get big, I'm guessing we're thinking of expanding. So,
There's no promises.
but yeah, no
There's
promises.
definitely no promises.
Yeah,
Let's just
this-
try and get a
this has-
couple of bodies
yeah,
listening, and
yeah.
then a couple of photos and a couple of stories, and
Correct. Yeah.
the next podcast will be much
Yeah.
much more fluid once we have all the outside.
Correct.
people-
But like the boys have said, when you guys send in stories, we'll definitely have a members like talk or talking about
Have
member
a time to
stories and
talk
stuff like
about
that.
it,
Of
Yeah.
course. I think we mentioned it earlier. We'll look online, see what's happening around the world. Anything interesting that's happened.
Right, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
There's always different things from different parts, different corners of the world that have always piqued our interest. You know, there's always something funny, something a bit humorous, bit different. So yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
This has been
We'll wrap it up there.
yeah.
Wrap it up.
This has been table 43. However you
43.
want to talk
Yeah.
about the title.
Thank you for sitting with us.
Yeah, please. And hope you enjoyed it and catch us on the next one. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Cheers.